It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Warriors out in Oakland. Well, for the Warriors, with a win here today, they'll stake a claim to the second best record in the NBA. That tells you all you need to know about the year they're having. We're going to see Zach Randolph getting some minutes in this game as he hits the late stage of his career. He shifted to coming off the bench most of the time. How do you like him in that role, Kenny?
I'll tell you, he's defeating Father Time.
Oh,
because
no one's defeating
Father
Time.
This guy gives the second unit.
You can't
He's
say
going to
that.
give the
He's not
second unit a
defeating Father
real big
Time.
option. But he comes in like a starter. Father Time is losing to him.
Listen, Ernie, what it is a great
on.
option to have off any bench or any team. The guy is a former All-Star, so he still has the scoring ability. You put him in with a second unit, anybody can do that. I could do that right now, but I'm not going to do it.
Don't get carried away.
Well, Father Time won that battle.
As we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Group.
On the floor, the visiting Sacramento Kings. At shooting, Justin Jackson. At the other guard position, Deanna Fox. At small forward, Bogdanovich. At center, William Colstein. At the other forward position, Zach Randolph. The head coach of the visiting team is David Yeager.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. They only need one more victory to win the Pacific Division Championship.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Well, yeah, and because of their success, they go into every game with a target on their backs. They have to understand that. But, man, they have been rising to the challenge.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Sacramento. Inside, it's Zebo and Cauley Stein. Fox is out there with Jackson, and it's Bogdanovich in at the three. And a conference rivalry renewed tonight. This one could get a little chippy, Chris.
Games like this always have a little bit of extra meaning on both sides, especially for the fans. You can see that look of intensity in their eyes.
Shot on the wing. Green with the rebound. On defense, Sacramento. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the deep.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control. And they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Well, they worked through their plays until they found some decent looks, and then they did a great job finishing.
Here's Jackson. The Warriors making the shot. And Durant comes to help. Now, here's Fox. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Just 4 to shoot. The shot's good from Randolph.
And Randolph likes to face up and take that jumper. Just another part of his game.
Here's McGee. Here's Cook. That shot missing. Ready by Bogdanovich. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Dave Yeager for a minute. Now, these teams are tied 1-1 in the season series, and I asked him what the keys were to winning tonight. He said they have to find a way to get around the rim protection they're about to face. He wants his guys to be aggressive, but smart about the shots they take. We'll see if they have listened to him, Kevin.
David thinks sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And then Durant with the jam.
It takes a lot to stop Durant when he's going at the rim. Any bump or knock isn't enough. He'll just fight his way through it.
The Kings trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Randolph can't hit.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Cook dishes to Durant. Over Bogdanovich. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Cook. Durant's got 8 points.
Fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And he also positioned himself well to protect the rim, swatting a couple of shots, making his presence felt on that end.
McGee's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Picked by Randolph. To the middle, here's Cauley-Stein. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Cauley-Stein's got his first basket.
And it's important for Cauley-Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
The Kings trail by 5. Fox kicks to Randolph. Bogdanovich with it, guarded now by Durant. Cauley-Stein with a screen on Durant. Nice shot by Randolph.
Right in his wheelhouse. Randolph putting in work in the paint.
And Durant gets double-teamed. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Bogdanovich wide open. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Hasn't been his best this quarter.
McGee, the pass to Cook. Makes it off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Fox. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
Jackson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key. Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Jackson. 9-point game his last outing. Nice shot by Randolph. Randolph's got 9 points.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Here's Fox. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The shot's good from McGee.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Kings trail by 3. Fox with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge.
Finishing through the contact. One of Draymond's specials.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Fox kicks to Randolph. Down low, Cauley-Stein. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And then Durant with the dunk.
When Durant dunks the ball, it's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
The Kings have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Now Bogdanovich following Durant's three-point attempt. And Bogdanovich kicks to Cauley-Stein. Dishes it to Fox. Jackson a screen on Young. Here's Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's McGee. Here's Green. It doesn't go for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's the second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Skal Labissière's checked in for Randolph. Carter comes in for Bogdanovich. Garrett Temple has checked in for Jackson. And it's Buddy Hield in for Fox. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Sacramento.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
This year, kicks to Temple. Knocked away. Here's Iguodala. Misses off the right iron. The Kings leading. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Hield kicks to Labissière. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Warriors shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%.
Well, and you hear about the Warriors having, an unfair amount of talent. I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that. This roster's stacked when you look at 2 MVPs that are the heart and soul of guys like Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. When you look at a sharpshooter like a Thompson, I mean, of course, those guys can play. But still, 4 All-Stars on the team has happened plenty of times in the past, but I would beg to differ that is, misleading because I don't know if the 4 players were individually as good as some of the guys on this team.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Chris, other teams with 4 All-Stars that you referred to, the Pistons in the mid-2000s and even more recently the 2014 Atlanta Hawks, still, the Warriors, 4 All-Stars, hard to match.
Yeah, and part of it is that for the Warriors, the 4 for the Warriors are all NBA-level talents. I mean, we're used to seeing 2, 3 megastars on the team, but 4 legit all NBA-level players, that's rare, even from a historical perspective.
And Iguodala drops them both.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. He still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Tremendous end-to-end player. I mean, throughout his career, he's been that. I mean, just think about it. Iguodala with a nice finish in transition.
Now here's Hield. He's guarded closely, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Coley Stein a screen. And Temple kicks to Hield, and Iguodala comes to help. 6 on the shot clock. Carter with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Sacramento gets it back. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Sacramento again missing. The Warriors leading. It's Iguodala with the drive. Misses from close range. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Sacramento on defense. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. No good from Caspi. Now here's Hield. He's covered by Livingston. Poked away. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for Willie Cauley-Stein. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's putting up 13 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Young from outside. Sacramento with the ball. Hield dishes to Temple. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
He's off on the first. And you look at this Kings roster, and Greg, you can see the youth movement is in full effect.
Yeah, and Buddy Hield headlines the group as he comes over in that Cousins trade. Skal Labissiere and Willie Cauley-Stein, also a big part of this team's future. And then getting Fox as a rookie to kind of run the ship, another great building block.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Cauley-Stein a screen. Here's Temple. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Iguodala. And now a 3-point Warrior lead. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Temple, defended by Young, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, the Warriors, this team has one of the most potent offenses ever. Now, a big part of why that is so is because of their passing, their ball movement, their cutting. Everyone on this team can set someone up for an easy finish.
That free throw missing. And with the Warriors, their ball movement, Chris, and cuts are the key to this offense, as you were talking about. You could see it the last few seasons with their astronomical assist numbers as a team.
Yeah, it seems like every basket they make, Kevin, come off an assist. I mean, every guy buys into looking for that extra pass. It's a very smart and flexible offense, and it results in some beautiful basketball.
Pachulia, then Pachulia with the dunk.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The Kings trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Here's Labissiere. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Labissiere's got his second bucket of the night. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Here's Temple. He has 5. And Labissiere gets it to go. Labissiere's got 6.
Oh, and these close shots are the one Labissiere makes consistently, almost unblockable, given his height and length.
Plays it up and banks it in.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And Kevin Durant always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
It comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, that first NBA championship.
Right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism, and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
They've got Pachulia. Nick Young is out there with Livingston. Then there's Caspi. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Pachulia, finished off the break. He's got 10.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Temple, the pass to Labissiere. Poke loose. And now Young running the floor all by himself. And the jam by Nick Young.
And the defensive instincts of Caspi are a huge bonus for this team. He loves creating havoc and creating transition opportunities for his squad.
Here's Temple. He has 5. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1. The Kings in 3rd.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
Here's Temple. The dish now to Shumpert. And Young comes over to help. Young with the steal. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. The Kings trail by 8. And here is Hield. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bell, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Sacramento. That's tipped. Young with the steal. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
And Nick Young loves scoring and lightheartedly jokes about his defense.
Oh, yeah, we always want players to be so serious about the game. There's a flip side to that. A teammate like Young who comes in every day with a smile on his face, it can lighten the mood in the locker room.
Fox, he's checked in for Sacramento. Will it go? It's rebounded by Livingston.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Sacramento with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Hield from outside. Drills it from outside. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him the rock.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Durant.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Livingston is incredibly lethal from that mid-range spot. He's perfected it, especially, Chris, since he likes to drag the smaller guards down to that range.
Oh, yeah. Livingston knows where his spots are on the floor, and he goes right to them. It's a big reason why his shooting percentage is high for a point guard. He's just a very smart player who knows how to make the most of his game.
And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Poked loose. It's stolen by Bell. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Cook is checked in for Golden State. And so here's Sacramento. A 12-point game. Picked by Randolph. Clock at 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. You can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. And Durant subbed in for Casper. Chris, you had some amazing years with the Kings. Thinking back on it, what was one of your favorite moments in this jersey?
Wow, clinching the West in 2002. Really thought that was going to be our year. Having my jersey retired by the team was pretty special as well. And, just the fans, when you get buckets in front of those fans, it's nothing like it. And so just the memories I have being part of the community of Sacramento.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 12.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
I'm surprised Durant didn't get the call there with all that contact on the shot. It's still a nice finish.
The Kings trail by 14. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
That's good from Durant.
And you know there's something hypnotic about watching Durant shoot the ball, the calm, the consistency, the precision. This is what he was born to do.
Jackson, he's checked in for Shumpert. Durant nails both of them.
Well, yeah, some of my best memories were playing for the Kings during the early 2000s. The way we played together, the passing, our ball movement, our system, it was amazing.
Now here's Labissiere. He's got 8. Labissiere, the screen. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And how about the numbers on Draymond Green? Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 6th in assists and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. And Chris, I know many Kings fans are longing for a return to glory. Those teams that you were on, easily the best for Sacramento.
Yeah, it took a lot to turn the organization around. We had to do it from the locker room and kind of change the culture there. And so it was great to have a guy like Vlade be there with me from the beginning. He, Jay, Will, Peja. So it was fun starting something, and it's going to be great watching.
Here's Fox following the score by Golden State. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And one thing that Steve Kerr has done so well in his coaching tenure is his ability to handle multiple stars on the same team. You look back at the history of this league, and it isn't always smooth sailing.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this much talent on teams, you can get guys clashing. But Kerr has the team playing as a unit, and players are happy to sacrifice their own stats for playing better basketball. He has everyone buying into the culture they've created.
Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. The Warriors, number 1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range.
Nasty. The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the score by Golden State. Bell against Fox. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
Bell's shot is good.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter, a far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Sacramento's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. It's good. 12 points for Zach Randolph.
Randolph putting together some buckets, scoring on whoever the D throws at him.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Labissiere with the screen for Fox. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at the Warriors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Sacramento, right now, quite a ways down below.
And, well, for the Warriors, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
That free throw good from Durant. And we know this league is enjoying great success. The Players Union going into last season created a program, Chris, to fund health insurance for all retired players with 3 or more years of service.
Well, I'm proud of our Players Union. I hope that other sports take lead. You know, you take care of those that come before you. That's one thing in the NBA we always know and the players will always respect. That's why it was a unanimous vote by the Players Association. It definitely was a proud moment. I'm proud of my NBA brothers.
Now, here's Fox. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And then Durant with the jam.
Then what is crazy is that it doesn't even look like it's Harper Durant out there. It's like he's bored with dismantling every defense he sees.
Pass to Randolph. Randolph draws the double. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The offensive rebound. Labissiere. They shoot again. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
When he's out in the open floor and has a head of steam, there really isn't any way you can slow him down.
And for the Kings, they're shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Bogdanovich against Durant. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And that's 12 points for Draymond Green.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Fox kicks to Labissiere. Poked loose. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Green slams it in.
Creating the turnover, jump-starting the fast break, things Draymond does very well.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bogdanovich. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Labissiere screams potential, a gigantic player who plays both ends of the floor well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. And Chris, usually the guys who score a lot of points get all the attention. But if you had to pick some who don't get a lot of credit for the way they fill it up, who would some of those names be?
That's tough. I think anytime you have a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, who's a big guy and one of the top leading 5 scorers in the league, I think he doesn't get enough credit for scoring. His teammate, Anthony Davis, probably because of his record and his team not winning as much, doesn't get enough credit. Kawhi Leonard, because he...
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said. In the corner, it's Healed. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
They get a hand on it. And it's the Warriors on the...
The long arms of Livingston. He just snatches the ball. I mean, he kickstarts the fast break.
There's 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Temple dishes to Cauley Stein. He feeds it to Labissiere. Pass to Hield. The three. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Green. Young is subbed in for Cook. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Here's Caspi. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Temple, the pass to Labissiere. Hield sets the pick for Labissiere. The shot by Carter, nobody around. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The drive by Iguodala, and he lays it straight in. Iguodala's got 6.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
And Temple kicks to Labissiere. Carter right side. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Hield dishes to Temple. Here's Labissiere, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Labissiere's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of it. Oh! He wasn't playing on that. He was
That was incredible.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Here's Temple. He has 5. Tipped away. Young with the steal. Yep, that one goes. He's got 14.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
We're just letting them show us what's open. You got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We've got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 24 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Inside, it's Zebo and Cauley Stein. Fox is out there with Jackson, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. Randolph passes to Cauley Stein.
What you have to give Randolph, great understanding for the game, knows how to generate offense.
The Warriors shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
They get a hand on it. Here's Young. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Sacramento. Well, one thing that Dave Yeager has provided in Sacramento, Chris, is a connection to the core members of the team.
Yeah, and having your star player believe in Coach Yeager and vice versa makes life a lot easier for this team. You can't get very far in fighting between coaches and players. That's something the Kings have battled even before Yeager's tenure. Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Bogdanovich. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Jackson kicks to Cauley Stein. And it's good off the back rim and in. Cauley Stein's got 8.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
McGee's shot is off.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Jackson dishes to Cauley Stein. Outside, Bogdanovich. Randolph, a screen on Green. And Bogdanovich kicks to Randolph. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Durant. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
It was all the things we always talk about. I mean, blocking out, giving the extra effort, basic stuff that they were just unwilling to do. And they got killed for it.
Kings have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Fox kicks to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Young with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Warriors have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. Well, Chris, the NBA game is a game of superstition. And even if you aren't superstitious, you still get into the habit of a routine. So what was your pregame routine that you had during your career, something that was there every night with you before a game?
Well, about superstitions, Kev, I had one superstition, and it might sound weird, but it was to not have a superstition. So I'm a guy that can get caught up in routine and things like that. So if I played a great game and I had something to eat, I wouldn't eat the same thing on purpose because I didn't want the superstition to control me. I wanted if for some reason I couldn't have the food, if for some reason I got to the game late, I never wanted that to be in my head. And so my thing was, since early in high school, I tried not to have a superstition. But in saying that, you do have a routine. And my routine as I got older was, before I get to the arena, I'd read the notes of the game and all that good stuff, and I'd just sit in the hot tub with my headphones on. I figured that was the best way to get warm at an older age, and that's really the only thing I can remember relying on before a game, and that was in my older years.
Good story. Good story. Here's Bogdanovich. And Pachulia pulls it down.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Durant, and it goes down 2 points. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Picked by Randolph. They double him with Green. There's the pick. Stolen by Durant. By himself. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's a play that only superstars make. I mean, Durant comes up with the swipe on one end and gets the finish on the other.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Knocks it loose. Now Fox, looking for his first basket still in this one. They double team Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Over Pachulia. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. That's 10 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Left side, Randolph. Lets it go from 14. Randolph can't get that one to fall. Here's Green. Rebound by the Kings. Cauley-Stein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fox, no good. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Pachulia. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. He dishes it to Fox. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
To the inside. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by Randolph. Randolph's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Durant. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Kings have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And here's the fast break. And then Durant with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Bogdanovich with it, guarded now by Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Sacramento. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Chris, as we know, the Warriors are expected to move over to a brand new arena in San Francisco in the upcoming years. Actually, groundbroken early 2017.
Well, it's always going to be the Bay Area's team, that's for sure. I've seen the renderings of the new stadium, and they look absolutely amazing. You just hope it keeps the same atmosphere and it allows the same fans to come.
Some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Cook. Sacramento also making some changes. Garrett Temple has checked in for Jackson. And it's Buddy Hield in for Fox. Livingston, that's good.
On such a fluid runner, you had to check Livingston out in the open court.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the pick. Healed the pass to Cauley-Stein. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got 7 points.
That's the way to attack. Get it into the post and go to work.
And Young, here we go. Basket good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Kings have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Iguodala against Shumpert. Young with the steal. And Young slams it home.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And for the Kings, they're shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Randolph a screen. Temple dishes to Randolph, and the pass to Cauley-Stein. Second chance shot, and Randolph with the layup. He's got 18.
That's his bread and butter. Randolph, a beast on the board.
Iguodala's drive, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Healed kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Temple. 7 points in the game. Cauley-Stein passes to Temple, to the paint. Got a piece of it. And they're running. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Randolph.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
First free throw is good.
Well, I think Omri Caspi has been underappreciated and didn't play much for the Kings last season. Waived by the Pelicans after injuring that thumb, and hard to figure because he can give you quality minutes.
Skal Labissière's checked in for Sacramento. He hits both from the stripe. And Greg Caspi, an excellent rebounder and a pretty good three-point shooter.
Versatile, he can play either forward position, and his shooting and toughness makes him a great acquisition.
Healed kicks to Labissière. And there's the feed to Temple. Shot clock at 6. Randolph a screen. Caspi gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Sacramento making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And Sacramento has possession. Caspi gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Randolph, no one around him. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Oh, that's just a plus play. Randolph in the catch and shoot, pretty confident when he squares up.
Caspi with the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Knocks it loose. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Caspi gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Golden State on D. And Young comes over to help. Just 5 to shoot. And Temple kicks to Randolph. That one drops for him. Randolph's got 22.
Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Caspi with the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
He kicks to Young. The high post shot. Again, Golden State.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Kings shooting 47%, pretty solid. In the corner, Randolph with it. Over Caspi. Randolph can't hit. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Young, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 9 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Temple gets the bucket.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hield kicks to Labissiere. Feeds it to Carter. Back to Labissiere. Carter outside. And the 3 off target.
Oh, he finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bell.
One shot. One shot.
And well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish Sean Livingston.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Hield from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Hield's got 6.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
With 1 on the clock, can't connect. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. They've got Caspi. JaVale McGee is out there with West. And there's Livingston. And it's Iguodala in at the 2. That's the Warriors' 5. Hield kicks to Kufis. Sacramento moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. No good on that one. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Shooting the Golden State, David West. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Cook, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Kings also making a change. Caboclo, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And both free throws good for West. Mason with it. They double him with West. And Carter has it in the corner. And here is Mason. David West grabs the miss.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Now Mason stripped it away. And here we go with Cook heading to the hoop. From down in the low post, it goes.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Mason, the pass to Caboclo. Dishes to Carter. Passes it to Caboclo. Mason for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. Caspi, that shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Labissiere, the screen. The dish now to Carter. Out to the right wing. Mason for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
Here's West. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Tipped away. It's stolen by West. 7-foot shot. West can't get that one to fall. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Kicks it to Mason. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Kufis. Here's Caboclo. Just 4 to shoot. Down low, here's West, and the dunk by West.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Mason dishes to Labissiere. Mason kicks to Labissiere. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Carter inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Livingston, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Fires for 3. Kufis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
No good from West.
Well, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Mason kicks to Carter. To the left side wing. Shot by Caboclo, no good. Here's Livingston. Here's McGee. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here is Mason. Here's Kufis. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. There's the pick. Mason with it. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. And Caspi kicks it to West. The long-distance three is buried. West has got 7 now in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mason kicks to Carter. They double him with West to the left wing. Caboclo, the pass to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to get. Whoa! Goodness. Woo. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Mason kicks to Caboclo. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And here is Mason. To the wing on the left. Here's Labissiere. Kept alive by Sacramento.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
McGee's shot is off. The Kings shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Now here's Labissiere. Pass to Caboclo. From about 16, Labissiere, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Mason kicks to Labissiere. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Really like how confident Caspi is on offense. He's a very intelligent player who takes high-quality shots.
Caspi gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Pachulia, he's checked in for David West. Sacramento also making some changes. Mon Shumpert has come in for Vince Carter, and Hield subbed in for Caboclo. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now Mason. He feeds it to Koufos. Shumpert in the corner. Sacramento again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
No good from Caspi. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. On the wing, Hield. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there. Caspi with the bucket. Caspi's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively.
Oh!
Nice.
Shumpert is a tremendous athlete. You see how effortless that was, getting up and making a poster?
Cook, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And for Sacramento, they're shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Mason kicks to Hield. He dishes it to Koufos. Rebound by Caspi. Caspi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's stolen by Labissiere. Hield from outside. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Mason. The feed to Labissiere. He kicks to Koufos. Dishes to Mason. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And look, you could never have enough offense in the low post.
Here's Pachulia. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
And Shumpert kicks to Hield. To the middle. Here's Koufos. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Koufos. And Koufos drops them both. Now here's Livingston, covered by Hield. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. On offense, here are the Kings. Here is Mason. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Poked away from deep, and the foul called on Skal Labissiere. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Bell's checked in.
The second person, second team. Substitution for the Warriors. Jordan Bell.
1:43 left in the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul, team's third. At the line of the Warriors, Quinn Cook.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Cook nails both of them. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. They set the pick. Mason kicks to Hield. And Pachulia over to help. Feeds to Mason. Fires from deep. Connects from 3-point range. Mason's got 8 points in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53. Here's Caspi. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Caspi's got 25 points in the game.
And Caspi is just a nuisance to guard for many reasons, including his ability to get big down low and come away with the easy bucket.
Makes it off the glass.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
There's the screen. Mason dishes to Shumpert. No good with the triple. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Koufos. Got a hand on it. Livingston with it. Here's Pachulia. Almost, but it rolls out. Now here's Hield. He's guarded closely. Pass to Mason. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. Mason for three. Misses. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We expect big games for you. How do you put together 4 quarters of excellence like tonight?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. I'm not trying to force anything. Just take what the defense gives me and be aggressive.
Yeah, you set the tone tonight and got the win. Thanks very much, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.